Great win today, Gary. You must be really pleased with the lads.
I'm really pleased with the lads because, as you know, we had to make some decisions this week, and a couple of things didn't quite go for us, and we needed to push and probe people's better judgment. And I thought that those lads came out and gave everything for the football club, and that's what we got to do now, and that's what we said. We had a big meeting last night. They put into words what they wanted to do in the next few games, and then it was about whether they could put those words into action. And I thought they'd done that today. I thought, James Hayter was magnificent up front, the way he's, 5'10", whatever he is, 5'9", and just how he kept the ball up there for us. And Tommy Lawrence looked dangerous, and our wide men, until they blew up a little bit through not playing enough, through injuries and that. But everyone played their part, and when they got in the box, which late on they were, getting the ball in there as often as they can. The centre forwards, centre halves stayed up, and we still got our heads onto it, and we was picking up the second. So it was a great away performance, and their crowd was frustrated, and we absolutely frustrated them, especially in the first half. And you can hear all the noise coming out of their dressing room and that. But to be fair, it was us that created it, not their own team. We stopped them doing anything they wanted to do, and that was the perfect away performance. Obviously it got a bit shaky when the fella scored from wherever it was, 30 odd yards, but we held out, thank God, and again we've put ourselves back in the frame.
You mentioned James Hayter's all-round performance. He was also ice cold from the penalty spot for you today.
Yeah, he was. It was you're always happy to get a penalty with James on the pitch, and those little things mean a lot when in the percentages wise. And we got in there quite a few times. We played some good football in the first half, I thought, especially. We kept the ball a lot better. We've probably still got to do a little bit better in that. Like in the second half, I'd like to have kept it. But we had runners today, and we had willing workers, and that was what we needed, because we went out like a damp squib against Barnsley, and we didn't have enough movement up front like we had today.
Second goal from Tom Lawrence. He's worked hard all throughout his loan spell. It's his first goal for the club, and he probably deserves that, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm pleased for him, because he's dangerous, and you've got to defend very well when he's got the ball and running at somebody. And to be fair, a couple of times they did defend well, but the one time we broke really well in the second half, had an overload, then he finishes with a plum, doesn't he? And he'll get more goals for us, and that's why we wanted to have a look at those two together, because not only have they got a work rate, but they're both good finishers.
You alluded to the togetherness of the squad and the team performance today. We spoke before the game about Ishmael Miller. Is it fair to say he's played his last game for Yeovil Town, Gary?
Yeah, yes. He's no longer with the club. To be fair, I don't think he's conducive. His personality and football personality is conducive to our environment. And we had a meeting on Tuesday where we wanted to ask people why were they going home when some of them were a bit stiff. It was 2 or 3 people we spoke to. I got round to Ishmael, and he was disappointed that I brought his name up. And I asked him, did he need to go home, and he didn't really want to get involved in the discussion. And he got disappointed about it, and he ended up saying, okay, I won't play for you then, and walked out the room. So that was the 3rd time that had happened. So you can't keep letting that happen. And I need a group now that I 100% trust, that I know that's going to put in a battling performance like they did today. We can't have no passengers at this time, and I had to make a big decision, and I did it for the right reasons. I spoke to the board about it. They agreed with my decision. They always let me make those decisions, but it's not a personal thing. It never is. It's a club thing, and every decision I make is with the club in mind, and that's really got to be important, and it's got to be said.
It's one of the toughest decisions you've made, given the impact he had and the goals he scored.
Well, it was, and you lose the next 5 games, and obviously people are not going to be happy. But the one thing is, I'm not new to the Yeovil supporters, and you can't always tell the whole story, but I've told you most of the story, and we move on with this group of lads that I want to move on with. full stop. You know, I don't know whether Forest will take him back at the moment. I don't think so. So, you know, he's in a bit of limbo, which is unfortunate for him. We thank him for his goals, but we've now moved on.